So I'm going to start off today with a new t-shirt that I just got. Look at that. Flamin' Groovies t-shirt at a secondhand clothing store. And look at that. Teenage Head by the Flamin' Groovies. Used to have this on vinyl, but like the idiot that I am, I got rid of a lot of my vinyl at the end of the 90s, early 2000s. I took a bunch of them up to Halifax to Taz Records. And before that, I could have stood before a wall of vinyl. But now I'm sort of restricted to what's left here, and actually the bottom row here. My wife never got rid of her records. She said, don't get rid of those records. You shouldn't do that. But guess what? I did. So the stand here used to be a ping pong table in our basement way back when, and my father took the ping pong table and he made a record cabinet. Painted it orange, the original color from early 70s. I think he made it way back when. So the ping pong table became a record stand. And over the years I have had this, and when I purged a lot of my collection, I kept probably about 400 records back, but about 3 years ago I started selling them again, like an idiot. And I sold most of my Bob Dylan and Neil Young and a whole bunch of stuff. Well, I don't even want to think what I got rid of. So, in a way, I can't believe I'm buying vinyl again. And I have some finds from the last few weeks here, and I'm going to sort of connect a few dots here. First up, I got Stephen Still's first solo album, and he was in Buffalo Springfield, and that's a great album. A lot of Hendrix is on there, about a bunch of people. And also in Buffalo Springfield was Neil Young, and this is Zuma, and with Crazy Horse. And this actually is, I think, my favorite Neil Young album. It's just, it's really electric, and the songs on it, they just, I listened to this album more than any other album by Neil Young. Also in Buffalo Springfield was Richie Furay, and he did a solo album with Chris Hillman and J.D. Souther. And I'm going to get to the Byrds in a few minutes, but Richie Furay was in this band right here. And I got this album at the same time, and this is their other album, which they put out 2 albums. And unfortunately, for some odd reason, they weren't that good. I wish they were better albums. They should have been better albums. And then next up, Chris Hillman was in the Byrds, and this is in the 70s, early 70s, 74, 3. They got together, and 73, they made this reunion album with all the original Byrds, and this should have been a lot better too. They cover 2 Neil Young songs, See the Sky About to Rain and Cowgirl in the Sand, and kind of wish they would have put a little more effort into this and wrote a few more songs. But Full Circle by Gene Clark is a great song, the first song on the album. So then I picked up a Phil Ochs album, and he's a folky from the 60s, obviously, and he's sort of a contemporary of Bob Dylan. He was more political, though. He did a lot of political related songs, more so than Bob Dylan. His are more blatantly political. And then from my cousin I got this Elvis record, and I think one of her sons found it at the dump, she said, or she wasn't sure where they found it, but Moody Blue is the name of the album, and it's on blue vinyl. She wore blue vinyl. No, she didn't. She wore blue velvet. So this is Moody Blue by Elvis. I don't have any colored vinyl. I used to have some in the 70s when it was big, but Moody Blue, that's from the city dump, maybe. We're not sure. The town dump, I'm not sure. And then this weekend I picked up 20 Years of Dirt by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. And then the first song is, of course, Mr. Bojangles, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. And I also picked up this, which I used to have on vinyl. I got it on vinyl again. Little Criminals by Randy Newman. And Short People is on this. And this is a good album too. I haven't heard it in quite a while, so I haven't heard it yet. I just bought it on Saturday, which was yesterday. And then last but not least, Ralph, we did a friend of mine, we did a video on Poco, and also a 45 that he made many years ago, had made with his lyrics, and that's a couple of videos back. And we did a video on Poco, and he had a couple of 3 albums by Poco that he had better copies of, so he gave me Deliverin', which is a live album by Poco, and Poco Indian Summer, which is actually the last Poco album that I would have bought. It's the last one with Timothy B. Schmidt before he went to the Eagles. And this is their first album, which I had on vinyl too. I had so many records on vinyl. I could have had a wall behind me instead of this sort of zoom in and make it look like a wall. And this is Poco's first album, Picking Up the Pieces. And I remember when this song came out, and it was kind of like a breath of fresh air, something a little different with a country influence and everything. And really like this album. Timothy B. Schmidt isn't on this album, actually. We have Jim Messina was on this album. So I think that's all for now. Can't believe I'm buying vinyl again. Flamin' Groovies. First of all, I thought, it can't be the Flamin' Groovies, but it actually is. There's no G on the word Flamin', and I think it's the same as their wherever that went to. I think it's basically the same symbol or the same sort of print as the cover. Flaming. This is Teenage Head. This is a really good album too. I wish I still had the vinyl, but I don't. So CD, next best thing, the little mini-me, a little mini-me. So I've had that for a while. So that's some new vinyl to me, which was old vinyl to me at one time, but now it's new vinyl. So what more can I say? I don't think I have anything else to say. So long. Cover your face. You're supposed to do that in a video. Look. So long. Stop. In the name of love. Supremes. So long. Again. Look, a two-hander. A two-hand so long. So long. Two-handed so long. So long. So long. That's what our dog does when she wants to go for a walk. She goes, I'm starting to mimic my dog. Start to talk like my dog. I don't think that's very good. I might have to go. No, I'm not going to do that. Anyways, I'm talking to myself now. Dog's not even here. Dog's downstairs. I'm upstairs. Eventually, all your records, which used to be in the living room, end up as far away from the living room as you can go, which is upstairs in our house and way out back. Ping pong table. How ridiculous.